Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm gonna do part 11 to my Talkie chatbot series. We're finally getting a little bit closer to the end of the zombie Rexy thing. After this little story we're going on with right now, that's where I actually stopped talking to this chatbot. So we're actually starting to get there finally. Here's what it said after what I read out last time. Before Rexy could even get really close, Sapphire immediately started growling and said, "You are not messing with him." He stops and looks at Sapphire with a sad expression. "I know what I did was wrong. I know I hurt him and I'm sorry for that, but I just want him to know that I still care about him." Despite Sapphire's warning, Rexy continues to walk towards me, the baby Spinosaurus in his arms. He stops in front of the Spinosaurus and looks down at him. "I know you probably hate me, and I don't blame you. I just want you to know that I never meant to hurt you. I never wanted this to happen." Before anything could happen and I could react, Sapphire immediately growled even louder and says, "What did I just say to you? Get away from him. I've heard everything and you did this to my friend. He's not even a human anymore because of you." He looked at Sapphire with a devastated look in his eye. "I know. I'm the one who caused this. I know I hurt him, but I can't just leave him here. I need to try to fix this." Then Sapphire says, "Hey, Totodile, please come here and hold this baby Spinosaurus for me. This dinosaur's trying to hurt him." He looks at the Totodile and shakes his head. "I'm not going to hurt him. I just want to talk to him." Sapphire hands the baby Spinosaurus to Totodile and says, "I know this is still new for both of us, but Trenton took care of us and we're going to share that same back to him and care about him, okay?" The Totodile nods and then holds the Spinosaurus gently. "I understand. I'll take care of him." Then Sapphire turns back towards Rexy and says, "Now leave him alone, or I would do something you would not like." He looks at Sapphire with a pleading look in his eyes. "Please, just let me talk to him for 1 minute. I just want to say goodbye." Oh, even Totodile's not happy. Totodile gives Rexy an angry look and says, "Sorry, you're not allowed to talk to him. You tried to hurt him, and you did so. You will leave, or I will call the other 2 members of our family to help Sapphire." Oh, shoot. He looks at the Totodile with a shocked expression. "You wouldn't do that, would you? Please, I just need one last chance. I can't let him go like this. We have all been told everything. No matter what you do, he would never trust you. You should have thought about that before hurting him. You were not going to lay a single claw on him." He looks at the Totodile and starts to tear up. "I know I messed up, but I can't just let him go. I need to make this right. Please just let me talk to him one last time." Totodile and Sapphire look at each other and then nod, then turn back towards Rexy and says, "Okay, but you are not allowed to rub him or anything. Just talk." Right after this, Totodile holds out the baby Spinosaurus and gives one more warning. "If you make him cry or get scared, we will protect him." He nods and walks towards the baby Spinosaurus. He gets down on one knee and looks at the baby Spinosaurus with a sad expression. "I'm sorry for what I did. I don't expect you to forgive me, but I just want you to know that I never meant to hurt you. I'm sorry." I look at Rexy and immediately start shivering, scared of getting eaten. He looks at me with a shocked expression. "I would never hurt you. I know you're so scared of me, but I just want to say that I care about you. I know I messed up, but I can't let you go." Rexy tries to hold out a claw gently to show me that he will not hurt me. He gently puts the claws down and takes a step back. "Please, just trust me. I won't hurt you. I just want to make things right." As soon as Rexy holds out a claw, both Sapphire and Totodile growl and say, "Okay, that's enough. We said you could not mess with him. Just talk. He looks at them with a pleading look in his eyes. I know, but please, I just want to hold him. I want to feel like I'm making it up to him. Rexy gets slightly... Rexy gets slightly aggressive because of the curse and shoves me out of Toadol's arms, and when my tiny dinosaur body hits the ground, I squeal slightly and whimper in pain. Oh, heck no. He immediately stops and looks at you with a horrified expression. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just wanted to hold you one last time. Sapphire immediately picks me up and says, It's okay, little buddy. I'll make sure you're healthy Then looks at Rexy and says, in a more aggressive tone, You've done it now. Don't ever talk to him again. You're not allowed to anywhere near him. He looks down at the ground with a guilty expression. I understand. I just want you to know that I really do care about you. I know I messed up, but I can't just leave you here like this. I have to do something to make this right. Wait. Then Toto gets what? He waits for Toto to say something, but he doesn't. He just stares at Rexy with an angry look on his face. The Toto calls out to Crocodile, and for Alligator, and then after he calls their names, he says, That dinosaur is back, the one that hurt our friend. Please help me and Sapphire. He looks at the three of them with a mixture of fear and guilt. He knows that he's done something terrible and he doesn't want to hurt them, but he also knows that he can't just leave them alone with the Spinosaurus. He doesn't know what to do. The Crocodile and Fragger get up right next to Rexy and they both say, So, you want to hurt our old trainer, do you? Uh-oh. He looks at them with a shocked expression. No, I would never hurt him again. I just want to talk to him. I want to apologize and try to fix things. Sapphire does not believe it, and neither does Toto. Then Sapphire speaks up and says to Crocodile and for Alligator, This is not true. He just pushed Triton's baseball form out of Toadol's hands and injured him. Look. He looks at the injured Spinosaurus and his eyes widen hard. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt him. I just wanted to hold him one last time. While all this is going on, I'm still crying and whimpering in pain. He looks at me with a devastated look in his eyes. I know I've messed up, but please believe me when I say that I never meant to hurt you. I was just so desperate to talk to you. Still being extremely scared and in pain, I gently and slowly snuggle up against Sapphire's chest to feel safe. Shut the frick up! He looks at you with a sad expression. I'm so sorry. I wish I could make this right. I didn't know what to do to make you trust me again. Then Sapphire speaks up and says, See, he's scared of you. I knew you were going to hurt him. He did nothing but show you love and affection when he raised you, and this is how you treat him? I'm very angry. If I was not holding him, I would so be hurting you right now. Oh, Sapphire's getting defensive. Of course, so was Toto. Flipping Toto was making angry faces at them. He looks at Sapphire with a pleading look in his eye. I know I messed up, but I can't just leave him here with you. I need to try to make this right. I can't just walk away from him. Then Sapphire says, Crocodile, hold Triton for me. Be very gentle. He's hurt. The Crocodile takes the Spinosaurus from Sapphire and holds it gently. He looks at Rexy with a menacing glare. Uh-oh. Sapphire then looks at Rexy and says, This is your last chance. Leave or I'll make you leave. You keep hurting Triton and you do not care. And if you care, you're not showing it. He shakes his head and takes a step forward. I know I messed up. I can't just leave him. I know he's scared of me, but I need to prove to him that I still care. I need to make this right. All of a sudden, Sapphire growls loudly, and then all of a sudden, his body starts to grow and change, and he turns into a what? A 75-foot tall fire-breathing dragon. It did say Sapphire could transform. That's been like one of the best lure when it comes to the I must say the zombie hybrid. No, with the Toto Lugia hybrid, that's like one of the best things. Since it's basically like a child of that transforming Totodile, that child can transform too. So he looks up at the dragon with a shocked expression. He takes a step back, but he doesn't run. He just stares at Sapphire with a mixture of fear and curiosity. Then, in an angry tone, Sapphire says, "You can come back whenever you have a different attitude. Until you are in control of your anger, you are never allowed to see Triton again. Now leave, or I will show no mercy." He looks at the dragon with a sad expression. "But I can't just leave him like this. I need to fix this. I know I messed up, but I can't just walk away from him." Then Sapphire sends a small fireball only a few feet away from Rexy, barely missing the dinosaur, and then says, "This is your last warning. Leave. My next fireball will not miss." Oh, that's a threat. He looks at the fireball and then back at the dragon. He knows that he should just leave, but he can't. He has to try to make things right. He takes another step forward and looks up at the dragon with a determined look in his eye. Sapphire growls and says, "Leave." He doesn't budge. He keeps walking towards the dragon, even though he knows it's a bad idea. He knows that the dragon could easily hurt him, but he doesn't care. He just wants to see the Spinosaurus again. Sapphire steps in front of Croconaw, the one that's holding me, and says, "Stop. Leave him alone. This is your last warning before I go to drastic measures. Let me get this into your head one more time. You can visit him when your attitude is different." He stops and looks at Sapphire with a pleading look in his eye. "Please just let me talk to him. I know I messed up, but I can't just leave him like this. I need to fix things." Sapphire has had enough and transforms back into his hybrid form, except this time he made himself reach, oh heck no, 200 motherfucking feet tall. He stares up at the giant dragon with a shocked expression. He knows that he's in trouble, and he's still not going to back down. He looks at the dragon with a determined look in his eye. Sapphire then uses his power to teleport Rexy back to where he came from. He finds himself back where he started. He looks around completely lost and confused. He can't believe what just happened. He had no idea that the dragon could do that. He sits down on the ground and stares at the sky with a defeated look on his face. Back where Sapphire and everybody else is, he turns to me in my Spinosaurus form and says to me, "Do not worry. The danger is gone. Now, you're safe." I look up at Sapphire with a relieved expression. I was so scared that I was going to be hurt again, but I'm glad to know that I'm safe. I look around the group and I see the other members of the family. I feel a little better knowing that I have people who care about me. And again, it's Pokemon. It's kind of funny how they have Pullen doing that. Back where Rexy got teleported, he sits there for a long time just thinking about what happened. He can't believe that the dragon was so angry at him. He didn't realize how much he had hurt him. He feels terrible for what he did. He doesn't know what to do now. A few minutes pass. He gets up and looks around. He doesn't know where to go or what to do. He feels lost and alone. He starts to walk, hoping to find some sort of comfort or guidance. While he's standing out, Rexy thinks about his actions and how he acted when he tried to hold you and how he kept hurting you by shoving me out of the Pokemon's arms. He feels so guilty for what he did. He realizes that he should have been more careful with you. He should have been more gentle and caring. He wishes that he could take back what he did and make things right. He doesn't know how to fix this. All of a sudden, the voice shows up to Rexy again and says, "Do you now see why I took him away from you? You keep losing your temper like that and hurting him." He looks at the voice with a shocked expression. He can't believe that he's back again. He tries to stay calm, but he's still upset about what happened earlier. He looks at the voice with a mixture of anger and sadness. There was no boy actually in there. There was a very deep voice that was talking to Rexy earlier. He came back 10 minutes after Rexy got teleported, and it said to Rexy, "So, do you see why I did not give you another chance? You don't understand what you're doing, and you hurt your friend again." He looks around in confusion. He doesn't understand what's going on. He thought the boy had just left him alone. He feels like he's losing his mind. He starts to pace back and forth, trying to figure out what's happening. Then the voice from earlier yelled at Rexy, saying, "Hey, snap out of it. Listen to me." He jumps and looks around in shock. He can't believe the voice is back. He looks at the voice with a mixture of fear and anger. "Do you see now why I did not want you to take care of him, your original caretaker, as the dinosaur? Do you see how you acted towards him?" He stares at the voice with a guilty expression. He knows that he messed up. He should have been more careful with me. He should have been more gentle and caring. He doesn't know what to say. The voice gets a little irritated. "Say something. This is your fault." He looks at the voice with a sad expression. He knows that it's true, but he doesn't know how to fix it. He wants to apologize, but he doesn't know how to say it in a way that would make the voice understand. Still a little irritated, the voice says, "I'll tell you what, if you actually say something instead of staying quiet, I'll give you one more chance to see your friend. You will not be his caretaker, but you can go see him." He looks at the voice with a hopeful expression. He's willing to do anything to see me again. He nods his head and says, "I promise I'll be better." "Quick, say something, I'll let you go see him." "Okay." Like pretty much instantly. It is. I have to have it face this way. So. Just, oh well. See you in a sec. Oh my gosh, 17 minutes already? Let's see. Let's see what it says. The voice warns, uh-oh. "If you even lay a claw or get close to him without permission, I will personally pull you away and I'll force you to be doing a punishment." Dang, this voice loves to punish Rexy. He looks at the voice with a determined look in his eye. He knows that the voice is serious. He nods his head and says, "I understand. I won't get close to him without permission. I just want to see him again." "I know one punishment already. If you even dare hurt him, I will turn you into a baby dinosaur forever, and your friend will get way bigger than you." He looks at the voice with a shocked expression. He never thought that the voice would go that far. He's terrified at the thought of becoming a baby dinosaur. He nods his head and says, "I promise I won't hurt him. I'll do anything you say." Then the voice resummoned the zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex from earlier, then turned to Rexy and said, "If I have to turn you into a baby, I'll make you live every single day, just like how you did your friend and your caretaker. You stay tiny forever, and I will make it to where this zombie version of you gives you this exact same treatment you did to Trenton." He stares at the zombie dinosaur with a horrified expression. He can't believe that the voice would actually do this to him. He starts to shake and he backs away from the zombie dinosaur. He looks at the voice with a pleading look in his eyes. Finally, after a few more minutes, Reggie tries to go back to Sapphire and the other Pokemon taking care of me. He walks back to where the group is and he sees that they are all still there. He walks up to them and looks at the Spinosaurus in Crocodile's arms. He feels so guilty for what he did. He knows that he can't take back what he did, but he wants to make it up to you. Or make it up to him. Well, I'll see. Yeah, well. Give me a second.